One of the most surprising trends in the U.S. car market is the increasing age of vehicles on the road. According to a recent report by S&P Global Mobility, the average age of light vehicles in operation (VIO) in the U.S. rose to 12.2 years in 2022, marking a new record and continuing a 5-year climb. This means that Americans are holding on to their cars longer than ever before. But what are the reasons behind this phenomenon, and what are the implications for the automotive industry and consumers? There are several factors that have contributed to the rise in average vehicle age, but the most significant one is the global microchip shortage that has disrupted the production and supply of new cars and light trucks. The demand for personal transportation has remained strong amid the pandemic, as people have shifted away from public transport and shared mobility options. However, the limited availability of new vehicles has forced many consumers to either delay their purchase plans or opt for used cars, which have also seen a surge in prices due to high demand and low inventory. As a result, many existing vehicle owners have decided to keep their cars longer and maintain them better, rather than trade them in for newer models. Another factor that has lowered the vehicle scrappage rate, which measures the number of vehicles leaving the vehicle population, is the improved quality and durability of modern cars. Vehicles today are built to last longer and perform better than older models, thanks to technological advancements and stricter safety and emission standards. This means that consumers can enjoy more value and reliability from their vehicles over time, reducing the need to replace them frequently. Moreover, some consumers may have sentimental or emotional attachments to their vehicles, especially if they have customized them or invested in them over the years. The rising average vehicle age has significant implications for both the automotive industry and consumers. For the industry, it means that there is a huge potential market for new vehicle sales once the supply chain issues are resolved and inventory levels are replenished. It also means that there is a growing demand for aftermarket products and services, such as parts, accessories, repairs, and maintenance, as older vehicles require more care and upkeep. For consumers, it means that they can save money by avoiding depreciation and financing costs associated with new vehicle purchases, but they also have to bear higher operating and maintenance costs as their vehicles age. Additionally, they may miss out on some of the latest features and technologies that newer vehicles offer, such as advanced safety systems, connectivity options, and electric powertrains. In conclusion, the average age of vehicles on the road in the U.S. has climbed to an all-time high of 12.1 years in 2022, according to new data from S&P Global Mobility. This trend reflects the impact of the global microchip shortage on new vehicle production and supply, as well as the preference of many consumers to hold on to their cars longer due to economic, practical, or emotional reasons. The rising average vehicle age presents both challenges and opportunities for the automotive industry and consumers alike. The pandemic and the chip shortage have reduced the supply and increased the prices of new and used cars, making it harder for consumers to get their hands on new wheels. But how did this happen, and what does it mean for car buyers? The pandemic disrupted the global supply chain of semiconductors, which are essential components for modern cars. When car sales plummeted in early 2020, automakers cut back on their orders for chips, expecting a prolonged recession. However, car sales bounced back faster than expected, thanks to stimulus checks and pent-up demand. At the same time, chip makers had shifted their production to meet the surge in demand for laptops, webcams, and other electronics that people needed for remote work and entertainment. This created a mismatch between supply and demand for car chips, leading to a severe shortage that has lasted for more than 2 years. The chip shortage has forced many car plants to slow down or shut down production, resulting in millions of fewer vehicles being made. According to Kelley Blue Book, the average new vehicle transaction price in February 2023 was $48,763, up from $37,876 before the pandemic. The average used vehicle price was $26,510. The chip shortage has also affected the availability and affordability of different types of cars. Automakers have prioritized their most profitable models, such as SUVs and trucks, over cheaper and smaller ones. For example, Nissan cut production of its low-cost Versa by 78%, while boosting output of its Altima and Pathfinder. This means that consumers who are looking for budget-friendly options may have fewer choices and higher prices. The chip shortage is not the only factor that has driven up car prices. Other supply chain problems, such as labor shortages, port congestion, and rising raw material costs, have also contributed to the inflationary pressure. In addition, consumer preferences have shifted towards more expensive cars that offer more features, safety, and performance. Electric vehicles, which are gaining popularity due to environmental concerns and tax incentives, tend to be more costly than conventional ones. The bad news for car buyers is that car prices are unlikely to fall anytime soon. Experts predict that the chip shortage will persist until at least 2024, as demand continues to outstrip supply. Even if the chip situation improves, other factors such as high demand, low inventory, and rising interest rates will keep car prices elevated. Car buyers may have to adjust their expectations and budgets accordingly or postpone their purchases until the market stabilizes.